The first match, the TNT title match, Christian Cage with his assorted band of nattering nabobs of negativity against Dustin Rhodes. And yeah, you can't argue with the talent that these guys have. And both of them are working their ass off for their age. And they even do some new style shit, but at least it's professionally done. And it's when guys like this are having a match on AEW, the level of professionalism in the ring goes up exponentially. But they still end up with the screwy finishes that and the overbookingness and the whatever. And the fact that they obviously Tony's formatted this. Did we need to see this for the first 20 minutes of the entire program? Could we have been a little briefer? But the finish was Christian brings the title belt into the he gets a 2 count with a frog splash, right? And then he brings the title belt into the ring, but Aubrey Ed, the referee, stands in front of him and says, "Nay, you can't bring that in here," and takes it away from. And they've changed the rules. If the referee used to catch you with a foreign object, you were disqualified. But now they take it away from you and hand it out, and it takes so long to hand it out that other people can do shit behind your back, like Dustin Small Package Christian. Aubrey Ed, I guess she couldn't get her front hooves around the fucking belt or whatever. She's still handing it out. Nick Plain jumps in and switches the small package and jumps out and gets a 2 count. So needless heat on the referee. Dustin comes back with his buckle ball kick and then hits a superplex and a crossroads, gets a 2 count. But then, so now we've already moved on and forgotten about it. Nick shouldn't have interfered. The belt spot was unnecessary. It's too modern WWE-ish. Dustin hit the hit the big crossroads 2 count, and then Nick distracts Dustin, so Dustin just rolls out on the floor and gives him a Canadian destroyer on the floor. Besides the fact that Nick was not stretchered off, it hurt Dustin more than it hurt him. You see Dustin landing flat on the goddamn floor. And then he just gets up like nothing's wrong. And Christian runs Dustin into the post between the turnbuckles and sets up for a spear, and Dustin takes forever to turn around. This is the one thing, the timing, they had the people up with whether it had been the ball kick or the superplex, the crossroads, or the Canadian destroyer. And then this took so long for him to turn around and get the spear. And then Christian hits his finish, the kill switch, unprettier, whatever the fuck. 2 count. What the fuck? And then he picks Dustin up and hits his finish again, just barely, almost lost him. Not as good as the first one. And that's the 1, 2, 3, which was flatter than a plate full of piss. It should have been the first one. What? I know Dustin is an excellent worker, and he's at his age, he's in tremendous shape, but you don't need to protect him that much. And also, they had him, and then they lost him with it was too much at the end. Capitalize when you got a flow going. Do you see what I'm saying, Brian?
I do. But that's every match. I mean, I know these guys are veterans and they can do other things, but every match now, especially a lot of the times when it's older guys working in front of a younger crowd or a crowd that expects it, it's the same thing everyone else does. Kick out of everything, do big shit on the floor, do big shit in the ring, whatever. Kick out of everything until you don't.
And Christian is the TNT champion. He's the one they're pushing now. He's a top heel being used every week on television. Dustin is a babyface that's used in a legend position. You don't need to make him look like Steve Austin before you beat him. And it just and that was 20 minutes of the program. Would you like to move on?
Oh, yeah.